Baruch. Good morning, Botai. The Gemara in Masechet Shabbat, as quoted by the Rambam and the Shulchan Aruch and Siman Resh Memchetes Halacha, rules that a person is not allowed to set sail on a ship within 3 days of Shabbat. The Gemara continues and says that only applies when a person is going lidvar reshut for a mundane purpose, either on a trip, vacation, whatever it is. But if a person's going lidvar mitzvah, if a person's going for whatever mitzvah it is, he's allowed to set sail even on Erev Shabbat. There's a tremendous machloket rishonim. What's the reason why Chazal said that you can't set sail on a ship within 3 days of Shabbat? Da'at Arif ve'Rambam and Maran Shulchan Aruch is that when a person goes on a ship within 3 days, because of the motion and the smell of the sea, it's very common that a person can get sick. A person gets seasick, and then that's the way he'll be on Shabbat. So it causes a bitul of onik Shabbat. It causes a situation where a person won't be able to enjoy Shabbat, and therefore, once 3 days pass, the body usually gets used to it, and therefore you're allowed to go before 3 days of Shabbat. There's machloket achronim. When we say within 3 days of Shabbat, is it including Shabbat or not including Shabbat? Which means, what is it? Is it Wednesday or Thursday that you have to be on already? Halacha ma'aseh, we say that you're still allowed, we hold like the Gaon Vilna, since it's only Yisud Rabbanan, you're still allowed to board the ship on Wednesday, which means just Thursday and Friday, you wouldn't be able to. Now, this only applies, Rabotai, since the Shulchan Aruch says it's because of seasickness, this only applies in oceans, seas, where there's salt water. Salt water, it's because of the saltiness of the sea, that causes a person to usually get seasick. But let's say a person's traveling by boat on a river, sweet water, over there, people don't usually get seasick over there. You don't have the smell, you don't have as much motion over there. So la halacha, Maran says that even on Erev Shabbat, even for Dvar Reshut, you're allowed to board a ship on Erev Shabbat in a sweetwater river. Now, even when you go on Erev Shabbat, it's important to note that the ship has to have already sailed before Shabbat in a situation that the bottom of the ship is already at least 10 tfachim away from the bottom of the ocean or the bottom of the sea, because then you have another problem of tchumim. You're not allowed to travel past forbidden boundaries on Shabbat, and if the sea bottom was within 10 tfachim of the ship, you have a problem of tchumin. You're going past the tchum on Shabbat, so you have to make sure that that's done. Now, experience has shown that many times when people go on cruises or whatever it is on Shabbat, chilul Shabbat is almost unavoidable. And therefore, la halacha, a person, even if it's for a mitzvah, a person should try wherever possible not to go on a ship where either the sailors are Jewish, or if a majority of the passengers are Jewish, over there, almost, and many times also the faucets and doors and everything is electronic. That makes a situation where Chilul Shabbat is almost unavoidable, but we'll speak more about that in the coming days. Be'ezrat Hashem, have a wonderful day.